The Naval Reserve Navy Information Bureau 101 has a rich and varied history, dating back to the 1940s at the close of World War II. Then, as now, a great premium was placed on communicating the value and capabilities of the sea service. Keeping the public informed and playing a vital role in the success of the U.S. Navy, NIB 101, as it's come to be known, has navigated the sometimes challenging seas of media relations and public affairs, keeping ever present the mission of telling the Navy's story. Throughout its rich history, NIB 101 has featured unit members who were well-known civilian journalists, broadcasters, and public affairs executives from around New England and throughout the country. The sailors of NIB 101 have served in World War II, the Korean and Vietnam conflicts, Desert Shield and Desert Storm, Operation Just Cause and Iraqi Freedom, and now with our most recent war on terrorism. It was NIB 101 that created the world-renowned annual USS Constitution turnaround to promote the nation's oldest commissioned warship. A symbol of Boston's maritime legacy and pride, the USS Constitution is a favorite of not only Bostonians, but people throughout the world looking to relive history, if only for a few hours. It was NIB 101 which in 1976 played a key role in staging and hosting the massive and highly successful Operation Sail Bicentennial event, involving hundreds of international naval vessels and tall ships. In recent years, unit members have been called on to perform a wide variety of challenging assignments, including mobilizing for Operation Desert Storm, supporting renewed goodwill visits to the Soviet Union in the late 1980s and early 1990s, providing communications training to military leaders in the Republic of the Philippines, NATO, and Partnership for Peace multinational training missions, including Baltic operations, BALTOPS, Poland, Germany, and other countries in that region, media training at the Naval War College, ship christenings from Maine to California, covering Navy research expeditions to the North Pole, and coordinating World War II commemorative activities in Pearl Harbor, Normandy, Italy, and across the globe. NIB 101 provided public affairs support at the old Naval Air Station at South Weymouth, Massachusetts. This 1,500-acre site was purchased by the Navy in the 1940s with the intent of creating a blimp base as a powerful deterrent to hostile submarines. However, as the years went by, the role placed on the South Weymouth Naval Air Station base changed, and so did in one respect the mission of NIB 101. While NAS South Weymouth was declared obsolete in 1996 and eventually closed, NIB 101 continued its mission as the Navy's messenger throughout New England and the country. In more than a half-century of history, the men and women of NIB 101 have contributed to our national security by profiling the contributions made by America's Navy and Marine Corps team. It was the spring of 1944. A terrible war was ending. The stage was set for decades of tension between America and its once ally, the Soviet Union. The Cold War was in full swing. Edward R. Murrow, Bill Shirer, Walter Cronkite, and even Walter Lippmann continued to portray stirring accounts of leadership and bravery, portraits of uncommon deeds performed by men and women in a common cause. And oftentimes, they heard the story first from those pioneers of Navy public affairs who formed what is now NIB 101. New communications techniques and technologies were evolving, and the country needed highly trained and professional public affairs specialists in the military. Modern Navy public affairs was born, and its evolution started right here in the birthplace of America, New England. A call went out to citizen sailors to promote the sea services as members of the Naval Reserves. They responded well and in large numbers. They came from around New England and throughout the country to be part of this special unit, NIB 101. From the launching, christening, and overseas theater deployment of USS Winston Churchill when NIB 101 sailors traveled with her from her very first day to her vital part in the war on terrorism off the coast of Iraq, through our assistance at the Pentagon and New York City during that terrible day of September 11, 2001, NIB 101 members stood tall. Now in its second half-century of service to our Navy and our nation, NIB 101 is still telling the Navy story. 55 years of performance, proficiency, and yes, personalities have made NIB 101 among the very best.